Kendrick Meek, thanks a lot for joining us here in Tampa, launching your
you.
petition drive. What's the big deal with doing this by petition rather than just paying the fee?
Well, we feel for us to win this campaign that we're going to have a grassroots campaign, and this campaign is going to consist of a number of Floridians that are volunteering for us, Floridians going online and downloading our petition on kendrickmeek.com, and we want this campaign to be grassroots all the way through.
So you're in some ways following, at least hopefully be following the Obama model. Obama won not only by mobilizing the base, but doing really, really well in swing counties, including places like Tampa Bay and Hillsborough County. How do you see yourself? You're in maybe the most Democratic congressional district in the state. What's your recipe for faring well in these swing areas?
Well, to make sure that every voter is familiar with me, familiar with my service that I provided this area by way of either the state legislature or here or now during the U.S. Congress days that I'm carrying out now. But I'm looking forward to being a U.S. Senator representing all of Florida. And the great thing about the petition effort is that I can approach almost any voter in the state of Florida, talk to them about my campaign. My volunteers can approach them to talk to them about my campaign so that they can be familiar with it and then strongly consider voting for me either in August or in November.
Give me an assessment, maybe a grade for Charlie Crist as governor.
Oh, well, I can't hand out any grades. I haven't yet reviewed his work yet.
You're a Floridian. You're watching the leader of our state.
Oh, well, I'm not a teacher. Let's put it that way.
Okay. He's got 60+ approval ratings last time I saw. Why do you think that is? How do you account for that?
Well, you have a number of people that feel good about different candidates or what have you, or leaders at a given time. But I'm in the U.S. Senate race. As far as I'm concerned, he's still the governor of the state of Florida and probably will run. Well, we'll put it this way. We know that he probably will run for either governor or U.S. Senate, so we know that he'll be on the statewide ballot.
You think he'd be a good U.S. Senator?
Do I think he'll be a good one? I think I'll be a better U.S. Senator.
Last question, class size amendment. I gather you're going to be talking to some of the legislators about this. Why not, when there's so many districts that are having to lay off teachers, why not give a little bit more flexibility on how that average is assigned?
I think it's really a misperception that the legislature has put out there. That's the only insurance policy that Florida Children has as it relates to this class size amendment. The state legislature, they passed the implementing bill. The only way that an implementing bill that stood in behind the power behind the class size amendment, the only way that a parent or a student or a school or a superintendent can file for injunctive relief if the legislature show years of neglect of adhering to the class size amendment. In the first year of hard financial times, to be able to say that, oh, now we have to amend the state constitution, that's not an accurate statement. If you look at Article 5, you look at a number of other parts of the state constitution where the legislature over many years have neglected those funding requirements in the past. For them to say that they want to change the Constitution, I think is wrong. I think that we'll start to backslide on our students. I think that we'll start to backslide on our teachers. The stories that we used to read years ago of the 40 kids in a classroom with one teacher in third grade, we no longer hear those stories. $12 billion in construction, school construction, $10 billion in teacher investment and hiring teachers. I think that it's a debate that has been a debate ever since the class size amendment passed. The people of the state of Florida put it voted for it, and I think the discussion will continue. I look forward to going to Tallahassee.
One last question. You've been in politics you're young, you've been in politics for a long time still. What's the strangest experience you've had in Florida politics?
Strangest experience? Wow, it's a lot of strange experiences. To be able to come up with the strangest one, I think I really have to think longer than I have on this short video clip, but I guess you can save that one later for the ringer question in a couple of months.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ken.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.